connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday at 8 p.m. Welcome to Inspire Marketing, our monthly space to connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday. Welcome to Inspire Marketing, our monthly space to connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday at 8 p.m. Welcome to Inspire Marketing, our monthly space to connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday. Welcome to Inspire Marketing, our monthly space to connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday at 8 p.m. Welcome to Inspire Marketing, our monthly space to connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday. Welcome to Inspire Marketing, our monthly space to connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday at 8 p.m. Welcome to Inspire Marketing, our monthly space to connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday. Welcome to Inspire Marketing, our monthly space to connect, update, and be seen. Every first Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Hello. I am so happy that you are here with us. So please grab your drink. Today I have my new water bottle with the community logo. I'm really excited. And as well, if you want to grab your tea, I don't know, like whatever drink you want, water or a glass of wine, please feel free for that. As I probably going to talk too much, then I have both of them. So yeah, it's our monthly online meeting for you, member of our Marketing in Ireland community. Feel part of this community, even though if you are really busy and you have no time to go for our in-person events. Well, let me share with you our presentation for today, that we're gonna talk about when you are ready to apply for marketing jobs in Ireland. Definitely, this is an important topic to talk about because it's something that most part of members, they feel it's really the right time for me. So, well, if you had ever have that feeling, please stay with us because we're gonna talk about that, but not only seeing myself talking or discussing about that topic. We're gonna have two guests, our members of our community, that they will share like how that feeling in reality, and then have an honest conversation, open conversation as well, because you are in a safe space. Okay, let's move forward. Let me go in here for my lovely presentation. Uh, as you know, and as I said to you, this is our monthly space to connect, learn, and feel part of a marketing community. So every first Wednesday of the month at 8 p.m., we are here in our Inspiring Marketing session, and you always will be welcome. So we are marketing in Ireland community. Sometimes I'm talking marketing too quick, and I'm marketing in Ireland community, where immigrants, marketeers, growth, connect, and succeed. This is what we want. So as I said to you, please share, if you can share this link of this meeting with a friend, with a colleague, or in a WhatsApp group for other marketeers, or anyone that work or studying communications in communications area. And have you got your drink? So I have water, and please hydrate because it's quite warm now in Dublin. Our agenda for today. First of all, I share quickly with you some marketing trends. Tonight, you're going to have our two guests, and we're going to have a community update, and we're going to have our Butler gift card roll. So, well, you have only a few minutes, so Dan, please, if you didn't fill in the form, please do it. And our meeting we end with a monthly reflection. So all in maximum 45 minutes. The idea it is we try make that session possible for everybody. And yeah, at the end of tonight, we are drawing a 20 euro Butler gift card. And to enter, all you need to do is be registered through our form. Then you can scan this QR code, and you have about now, I say 20 minutes or 10 minutes left to do that. Scan the QR code on your screen right now, and you are in. Going for our first trend, I I we have now the new HubSpot 2026 State of Marketing report. I love HubSpot reports because it's definitely a place, it's a platform, it's a website that we can trust. I think they always come with good insights and real insights as well. So then it's hi, Miran. I can see now your comment here. So, and just so you know, if you want to give any comment, please, you can comment here, and then I can see your comments as I'm adding Miran comment now in our screen, and you can see that. So feel free to make questions, and then when we have our guests, any question you have or questions about the trends, please do. I'm really happy to help or talk about that. So yeah, so basically it's really funny that recently the HubSpot, they gave some insights. Actually, the report is really deep. After this session, I'm gonna share the link of the full report in our WhatsApp group, and then you can see more data. But something that highlighted to me and pops to me was like struggle with content. So does 1 in 3 marketeers. This is quite funny because according to HubSpot's 2026 State of Marketing report, engagement is the top content challenge for marketeers worldwide. Reaching people is one thing, make them stop and respond is another. And then what did that tell us? It is, okay, as a marketing professionals, what do we have to do? What are we going to do? How can we is not only a problem for yourself, or maybe you feel struggling with that topic or at work, or like, so it's definitely something that is with everybody or most part of professionals. So, and then find ideas for new content. It's quite funny because, like, with AI there is so much information it's so much accessibility, but the point it is probably have new ideas or innovative ideas or ideas that maybe pop up from the whole this sea, the ocean of AI information. Like it's what we can see so far, it is the human abilities definitely will be the most valuable skills and things that you can invest your time. So look at that with a little bit more time. Try to reflect what that means for you in your industry, at work, or what are you studying at the moment. And then definitely this is something that is not only to see the data, but to reflect how it affects us as marketing professionals or students. Let's go to the next one. And any question, as you know, please let me know. And then it's interesting that Canva and Cloud together now. It's so cool how kind of everything's integrating with cloud. So today I posted in our WhatsApp group about YouTube. Like I didn't know, like we can post directly from Canva to YouTube, and like it's quite good. Like you can add the tags, you can put the video as unlisted or private or public. You can add the description, the topic, like kind of most part of the most important thing is really good. Because do you know the reason, the problem it is you have to download the video, and then the video have no quality, and then to upload the video, and the whole entire process take much more time. So yeah, and then now Canva and Cloud Design. So have you tried that? It's a game change. Like you can have the whole entire design connected between Cloud and Canva. So I extremely recommend you try it if you didn't. So because it can save a lot of your time. And then as well, since you use, I don't know if you have used as well the Cloud Design. I'm doing now a small project, organize the whole entire design engineer to see how can it accelerate the creation of templates and everything else with design. Of course, everything's come from a branding guide. It's not only from AI, because I know AI can do it, but be careful, because a branding work should sit in strategy, not only in an AI 2 clicks and create the whole entire design. If you're gonna do for your work, or you don't have much time, if you're gonna do for, I don't know, like a project at university, it's fine. Just reflect a little bit about, because if everybody's using a design that is only takes 2 clicks, means probably everybody gonna have same visual. Then it's interesting you think about and maybe put some thoughts about strategy, what makes sense, and etc etc. But definitely have, when you have, since you have the information that you need, and you provide the data and information, and you put everything in the AI, this integration between cloud and Canva, it's a game change. So please try it. Let's change now. Yeah, I'm so happy. Like this month for me was so productive, because I was able to meet so many members in our community. Actually, not this month. This month is started yesterday. So May, yeah, what's so good, like this event here is the Double Tech Summit that I met Mirin, then I met the last guest, and I met other members as well, and then Yulia that organized with Talita this event for you, the Inspire Marketing. And then we are here in the Career Connect. So the Career Connect was okay. We were just expecting for more recruiters, but it was nice to see everybody. And then the content, some content was interesting and relevant. So yeah, like it's so nice when you have a good weather in Dublin, and then we can go out and everybody's more happy, smiling. So yeah, this was really good. And go to our website, in our event page. We have so many events now for June and July. Yeah. Well, and tonight, now I have two guests who have actually lived this question. When are you ready to apply for marketing jobs in Ireland? Hazen moved to Dublin, and Hazen, soon I talk to you. I hope I'm not pronouncing wrong your name. And Hadika, I let's see. So he finished his master in Dublin Business School, sent over 200 applications, dealt with visa realities, long pipelines, and silence with no feedback, and is now at Accenture in a trust and safety role. So Hadika, that I hope I said right your name, finished her master in UCD. Also sent over 200 applications. Spent a year going after her dream role in social media marketing, and now social media manager at Good and Go Digital, working with brands like Mercedes-Benz, Ireland, and Visit Wicklow. Neither of them waited to feel ready. They kept going anyway. And tonight they are here to tell us honestly what that journey actually looked like. Well, welcome to both. And let me bring them here. Let me stop my screen first. Yes. And let's bring our guests. And I hope I said your name correctly. Did I?
Yeah, Radhika.
Yeah, sometimes I'm so embarrassed, like I don't really pronunciate properly, and then like myself, like some people they call me Camille, and like it's like it's fine, it's cute as well. So anyway, thank you so much, first of all, for your time to accept being here with us, and it's so good, and thanks so much to be open to discuss about those topics, because it's so hard and sometimes is a critical point, because it's so many rejection that all of us we face that. So myself and all of us, we tried our best, we are so capable, we are talent, and sometimes looks like we are not good enough for some positions, and then this probably is the feeling that some members they have. And yeah, so for now I do love, please, if you could, Hadika, introduce yourself, and then after Hadika, Zahim.
Yeah, you said it correctly. Perfectly fine. So I'm Zaheen. I'm currently working at Accenture and Trust and Safety role. It's part of content moderation, which is kind of a lateral move, if you ask me, but it is related to marketing in some extent. And I moved to Dublin in 2024, this September, and I completed my graduation last year. As part of my education, I had the opportunity to work an internship in a finance sector. And I'm really lucky to have that experience under my belt. But since then, I tried looking for jobs, and my internship got over in October, and it took me nearly 6 months to land my next job. So I can actually understand the plight. But here we are, in this interview.
Cool, cool, and welcome, and fair play. And you, Hadika?
Hi, I'm Radhika. I am a social media manager in a design creative agency called Good is Gold. I have been looking for a marketing job in Ireland ever since I finished my master's in marketing from UCD. And it's been a wild ride. I think I spent over a year or so working odd jobs, working internships, and also freelancing in between before I landed this role. And ever since then, I have realized like the power of community and also how important it is to help the people who are also struggling with the same. And so here I am, just speaking to marketing in Ireland, and happy to be here today. Thanks.
Thank you so much. And to start our conversation, the first question that I'd like to make for both of you, it is, when you first arrived in Ireland and started looking for marketing roles, what did being ready actually means to you? So you can start, Radhika.
So I would say being ready wouldn't really be a certain amount of keywords on your CV that you can look at while you're applying on LinkedIn. You will see certain experiences only, or certain specific experiences which might help you to get there. But also, it's important to remember that when you are applying for these marketing roles, it's important to realize that all the skill set that you have had, even if they're lateral, even if they're not the same, that you have to get there and just keep on applying. Like, no, don't take any odd advices that you should only apply to maybe 10 roles a day, or don't do easy applies, or don't do recommendations, or whatever. When I started first looking, I was just typing in marketing, Ireland, and then I was filtering with the number of years. Initially, that was my very first steps. But then I realized I am just adding one more layer of a hiccup, which I can easily look through. Because as a master's student, you're expected to have way more experience than a bachelor student. But when you're applying on LinkedIn, both of you are at the same terminal and applying at the same kind of jobs. So I would say that was the first hiccup that I realized that was just in my mind. And I was taking advice of people, of my professors as well, that you should only look at certain experience only, or certain qualification only. But no, look at the exact job responsibilities, which initially, after a couple of months, I started doing as well. And I started applying. And well, I did get a little bit of response, but not as much. But then that's like a different story.
Yeah, yeah. And you?
Yeah, so I kind of agree with Radhika. Alignment is important in the Irish market based on my experience, but just based on the alignment, you cannot just wait for the opportunities. You have to take a qualitative and quantitative approach. Qualitative approach in the long run, where you want to land the job, and quantitative as in you have to keep trying, you have to keep knocking the doors, because you never know which one might actually work out for you, you know. And sometimes when we are not even fully focused but we are applying, you might get a response. So it's not just somebody saying just apply one job a day, or someone saying 10. No, something worked for someone might not necessarily work for the other person. So there's no right or wrong way. And I would say one advice I would probably give to graduates, especially for masters students, is start early. Like, we have this feeling that, you know, when I graduate, I think I'm on stamp two, not capable enough, I won't get any opportunity. Yes, you may not get any opportunity, but you can get internships. If you hang out, if you try to network, you would probably find something which you can probably manage along with your part-time. And I think that is when you should get going. Don't wait for your 2 semesters to get over, or, you know, because the more you are off the shelf in the marketing world, you are going to fall back, like, in terms of how fast things are moving in the industry.
Yeah, and an interesting point it is, Zahin. Even though if you don't have the opportunity when you start to apply, you're gonna learn a lot. And then this learning part, it's so important. Even though you look now at us and say, uh-huh, okay, I learned to have a lot of no's every single day. Really, like, trust me, the interview process, it's like a marathon. You need really to try training, because have the right opportunity when you are not ready for that, it's not good for you as well. So I think definitely this is a good point. And as you are already talking, so Zahin, tell us, the visa reality, it's something most people avoid talking about. How did it narrow your options before you even start applying?
So I think it's just about the matter of perspective. As students, when we come here, our entire goal is, oh, I want to get that critical skills permit. I want to get onto one stamp one as early as possible. I'm saying flip it. Like, if it's not working out in your favor, and you know, marketing is a very gray area in terms of what can actually lend you into critical skills and what can't. So instead of putting that psychological pressure and backing yourself in the corner, you take it the other way. You have 1G, 2 years stay back. Use that time to actually try what works out for you, you know, because getting tied to a company that you might not like later is, I think, a big problem. Then being on 1G for 1.5 years probably, and figuring out and moving on. So I think it's just psychological. And also, I think roles are significantly important because marketing, I believe, only specific roles apply. So if you're in SaaS or in finance or insurance, medical, I think those are the kind of industries. But it also depends on a whole lot of factors. But I would say just get going. Don't wait for that perfect role, for that perfect thing. Especially when you're just graduating, don't spend 3 years or 3 or 4 months on the sidelines just waiting for the perfect opportunity. And that's I would say.
And the reality is like I start here as a STEM 2, and then I had my work, like after that I had my work permit. And the reality is, first of all, it's really hard, really, really hard. Like we, even though we are giving insights and we are telling that, but it's honestly, it's not easy. It's not a situation that are going to be quick. For some people it's more quick than for others, but some people in the community, they were like a 2-3 years like trying and had no opportunity. And I think what Zahin said is really important, because sometimes it's important you focus. Like, for example, if you really know, I want that role, I want that job in that company, and only that would be good for me, fine. But realize that you need to take as well the cons from that. There are the pros and the cons. And the cons would be like you probably, if you not have that position, maybe you learn, if you ended up with anything. And this is some, you have to you have to accept the results of your decisions. Like the in all the way, if you're not completely focused in one company or one specific role, it's important to know in this country have already some local experience. It's really important. So I remember I had no experience, even though come from Brazil, and then having there like a 8 years experience in digital marketing. I had no opportunity for myself. So like zero opportunity. And then uh, thinking, okay, no opportunity. So then let's start with something. And then I started in a position in a place that wasn't my dream job, but it was my first door, first window, little window that I was open and getting a big door. And now I'm in a completely different situation than 5, 6 years ago. But like 6 years ago, it would be a different Camila talk to you now. So think about that. It's whole part of the process. So then, yeah, I really think Zahin makes sense. Like a take opportunity and think as a game. Like Super Mario. Like you go for every single stage, you're gonna move in and move in. But of course, if you are completely focused in one role, one company, like completely respect your decision, but it take making sure you're accepting what your decision bring to you. That's it. Thanks, Zahin. For you, had Radhika. Now I try to say Ra. I think Radhika is more weird for the
Thank you.
So you applied for over 200 roles. How did you keep your confidence through so much silence and rejection?
Mostly just persevere. Like you have to keep telling yourself it's a numbers game. Like it is nothing personal against you that they're like, oh my God, I hate her name. I'm rejecting her CV or whatever. They don't care. Most of the time, it is not even going to them. Like once I realized after the first 50 rejections or something, after multiple iterations of my CV, I am aligning it to the keywords and I'm looking at the experience, I am everything on it, and still I am getting an automated rejection. Why is that happening? That only just comes down to a random ATS system, which initially I couldn't crack it, but of course after iteration I could. But most of the time I just told myself like there is nothing better that I can do here. I am doing as much outreach as possible on LinkedIn, on social media. I am being active, I am showcasing my work, I am talking to my peers, I'm talking to my professors as much as possible that I can do. As a student, you only have so much network, right? And you're also juggling your part-time, you're also juggling your studies. And then when you are starting to take all these rejections or auto rejections to heart, it becomes very difficult for you to look through all of that. And honestly speaking, for me, my biggest rock was my professors. They were the ones who guided me in the sense that it is not you. Like, you can be better, but it's not a personal vendetta against you. So I would say that was my biggest motivation. And every time I would think that, oh my god, I can't apply to this role because maybe I'm not qualified enough, I would still apply, because what's the worst that can happen? They can just reject me, and that's fine. I can apply again. So I think, yeah, just persevere.
Cool. This is amazing. And just to tell everybody in our audience that is now with us, while we are chatting now, and then our guests, members of our community, they are now working. So then, if you have any question about how they got the role and how any particular, like challenge, please send a comment here in our chat, and then they can reply, they can answer you as soon as possible when you get the time to reply to the comments. Okay, so continuing with that. So Zahin, I would like to know, uh, you realized communication matters more than credentials here. What did you have to unlearn from how you interviewed before?
Yeah, so this is an interesting one. So back home, where I come from, it's more analytical, more rounds and things like that. And it has more to do with the work and your technical skills and all of that. But here, I really understood that it's more of building relationship. So the person who's interviewing you is actually already seeing you as a coworker. So can you actually relay it's more of a cultural fit for any role. Like, you might have all the technical skills, but if they see yeah, that you are not necessarily a cultural fit, I don't think it is going to work out. And it works both ways. Someone I met in the conference said it's also an interviewee's time to assess the interviewers. So it works both ways, and that's I think that I think is the biggest difference. That it's more of whether you can work together in the long run. Skills can be learned over a period of time, but if you can vibe with the right people, they know and you know that it's going to work in the long run. Especially if you tie in the previous visa thing, if there is a vibe match, you will probably fly through your years with one company, because I know a lot of people who just stick with one company and they just go on with 5, 6, 7 years. So that's what I've noticed here, and it's not the same from where I come from.
Yeah, and like, uh, when you think, for example, for the whole entire process of the interview, what was the thing that might more catch your attention? Any specific or technical point that you thought like, oh, this is really different?
I remember one specific, and I really loved it because I was interviewing for, I think, an SEO role. It was kind of technical, and I am aware I am competent, but not to like very technical level, I would say. So the interviewer, while she was interviewing, she could understand that I was not on the and she could have easily just brushed aside and moved on with the conversation. But she said, I know a guy from Brazil who is really competent with SEO, and you might want to catch up with him because he will help you up. She didn't need to do that. She went out of the way to recommend someone to help upskill myself. So I can understand the Dublin market more as to what works here. So that is something I've seen people here going out of the box. I didn't know about our community until I met someone from Morgan McKinley. And he actually introduced you to me, and he was like, "This is the community you need to join. This is the biggest one here in Dublin." So that's all it is. Like meeting people, interviews and stuff. You get to learn a lot.
Yeah,
It's fresh here.
Cool. And I'm so glad that he sent you to me. This is amazing. So Radhika, I would like to ask you, like, the process can feel completely automated, right? As you were
Yeah,
saying that, like the
yeah,
bots, the robots only rejecting you. So how do you
yeah.
get to pass the AI screening and reach the actual person? How you think that actually worked in practice?
Yeah, I'm going to be like super blatant here that you are an advocate for yourself. That if you are working in marketing, finance, tech does not matter. You are your walking CV. I realized that something was broken in the system when I was applying and getting auto rejected, right? AI screeners are looking for keywords, but humans are looking for like the context, like the full story. So I stopped treating my CV like a static document listing just my achievements or whatever, right? I realized like I made sure there are like four or five certain roles that I'm applying. So that could be content strategy, social media marketing, or just general digital marketing, right? Then I started scraping everything on LinkedIn, like the top 25 job posts, maybe, and all the kind of specific keywords that I mentioned on the key responsibilities or the role responsibilities. And then I started realizing that all of these things I have done, but it's not speaking. Like there is no story in my CV, right? And if there is no story, I can't just like put the words out there because ATS will either pick up the words or it won't. But once it goes to the human in question, they will just be like, what the hell is this? I don't know this person, right? So, first step was that, like reiterating everything in my CV. And second step was literally just posting on LinkedIn. That's it, as much as possible. I've been posting on LinkedIn, I'm applying to a role, and I'm reaching out to whoever is in the team and being like, hi, how are you doing? I just saw this opening in your company and I put an application in there. Have you been working here for long? Etc. etc. So you would just hear people say talk to the recruiters or talk to the hiring managers, but honestly they don't care because they are not the ones you know putting the final question or whatever. The people in your team would care, or you would get more intel from them, and then they can honestly connect you to better email IDs or better people who are in power, right? That's the second step. And the third step, never stop posting about yourself. Like literally don't stop. If you have done even like a tiniest of project which does not make any sense, talk about it. And right now we are in the age of AI, right? Like people are pushing out websites, documents, big projects, everything, right? You can also do that, and if you can't, that's also fine, but you have a thought and you have a technical kind of leadership, anything, talk about it, because that kind of stuff actually pops up on LinkedIn. And every time you are applying for a role and connecting to the networker in question, they are looking at your entire profile. That's literally how I got my job, just posting on LinkedIn.
This is amazing. And then it's something that is extremely relevant as well when we thinking
Yeah,
about algorithms. So it's exactly how it works. Like let's say some people they think about update them LinkedIn, but when they go to update them LinkedIn, they go only to some sessions and they
mm,
make some
yeah,
change and that's all. Update your LinkedIn. Everything have to be well connected. If you
yeah,
add, for example, some keywords for your about, and then you have to add this keyword as well for your headline, and you have to add those keywords as well, part of that for every single experience, and make it consistently, and then the system understand you are relevant in those keywords in every single session, every single one, the
yeah,
projects, the experience, your
yeah,
content, and as much you post your content, it'll be relevant and connected. What are you doing? So then you be
yeah,
integrated with with keywords that is already in your CV and as well in your LinkedIn profile. So it's all well connected. But when you only doing the LinkedIn update but you don't post, looks like you're a ghost there. So
yeah,
LinkedIn is a social media. It is not a CV standardized there, like a portfolio. No, it's a social media. And then in social media, you need to be active. So it's a great, great point and nice. So I have another one for Zahin. Uh, was what like was there were the point where you considered stepping down a level just to get in somewhere? Like, what stopped you?
That is exactly, yeah, a great point that I almost started with. So, for example, I have more than 7 years of experience in marketing, especially paid media, organic, SEOs. When I got the internship opportunity, there were two things going on in my head, uh, yeah, like an internship on the CV after 7 years of experience looks, I think, weird if you see it from that level. Like, how come you just accepted an internship with 7 years of experience? But that is when you come from a foreign perspective. From Ireland, Irish perspective, when I got here, it's like that internship single-handedly has more weight than everything that I did in my past. Irish market, EU specifically values experience in EU. That is the reason why you should try to get as much exposure as you can through internships, through stuff. Even right now, the role I am in is kind of lateral. It's not exactly marketing, but it is tied to marketing. And Accenture is a big company, so just getting inside in like your foot inside the door is extremely important. Like, again, like sitting on the sideline doesn't help you because you can do courses, but you are not running a day to day thing where you can, stay intact with what is happening out there. So the best way is just to get going. And even if you're moving laterally, even if you're getting an internship opportunity, just take it and just get your foot in the door, I would say. Because eventually, like Mila said at the start, you will start now small, but 3 4 years down the line you look back and everything will start to make sense. And right now it might not. And I know some of you might also be running against time, so I'm not telling you if you just have 6 months on your visa to search for an internship. I know that wouldn't make sense, but if you have time, like more than a year, just don't wait on the sidelines. That
Amazing. Yes, it's a reality. It's a reality in a lot of like in a lot of members' life now. And lastly, I'd like to know, what did you think about was basically essential to get a job in Ireland that, looking back, did not matter nearly as much as you expected?
you want to go?
Okay, cool. I think for me, I thought that if I didn't know all like local marketing agencies and did not know all the right people, and I did not know all the right marketing history or the cultural nuance, I will fail my interviews. That's a kind of like recurring thought I had that kind of pushed me to research more, definitely. But also, like in interviews, I would always hold myself back, thinking that maybe I'm giving like the wrong answers because I am not from this culture originally. But then, after a couple of trial and errors, I realized that my transferable skills or my fundamental skill set is way more important and also adaptive than just my inherent knowledge of the market, because that is something that I have taught myself ever since being in the culture and also working in the culture. But thinking that you don't know the right people in the industry for you to apply to a job or to get a job even could be like a barrier to getting the perfect role. So that's definitely something I regret that I did. But right now seems like an obvious answer. But yeah.
Cool, cool. Thank you. And you, Zahin?
Length of your CV absolutely doesn't matter. I have had more success with the most concise CV I've ever made. Formatting is not as important as you think, and as simple as you can keep it. A part of getting 200 rejections, I would say, is also because when we started, I had a 3 page CV because of the 7 years experience. But then we kept cutting it short, and then now we are at 1 page. And when we
Yeah.
are at 1 page, we want to highlight the important skills on the left but you just keep it as concise as possible. So it's like Google has a format called XYZ, I think that is the best way for a marketer to actually show that they did something. There has to be number there as a marketer. Even like I could understand for a brand manager if, but I would say there everybody has stats. So that is the way to go about it. And yeah, just showcase your achievements in numbers. And in most cases, in most marketing roles, it should be there. That is how I found the most success. And avoid using PPT to design your CV because I've done that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I definitely, for myself, I was worried about a lot about have the beautiful CV, because in my
Mm.
country it is so important to have a lovely PDF with design. Do you know, like, so this is so
Yeah.
so important. And here, well, for
No.
me, so far, it doesn't matter. And things as well that I thought it won't be that relevant, like being quite energetic and interesting in the position,
Mm.
but not only in the role, in solving a problem. This for me was like something that was quite natural, but it was really welcomed from the companies. And then this is definitely something that I can see. It's so important. It's not only the way how you use the platform, the way how you use the tools. It's actually how can you help the business to go from point A to point B. This is what I matter much more. So sometimes you worried about, oh, but they put like a Marketo. I never used a Marketo before. I never used a HubSpot before. I used it, I know, like a, let's say, Multi, another one like Mailchimp. Doesn't matter. What they really want is not someone using that platform. What they want is someone that will do what they have to be
Yeah.
done and save hope, help the company to engage with some clients. This is what they want. So sometimes we are completely focused in some direction that is not really relevant for what we need to do. And then when you talk about the transferable skills, yeah, I see some members that a few members that they were working with customer service, and then they thought I had no experience at all. Of course you do. You have, like, imagine how many clients have you helped every single day, the business, some small ideas day to day that make a huge difference. Sometimes it's changing the position of few things, and then make the process go smoother as well, and then make the company have more increase the revenue. So yeah, there are so much things that sometimes we are not really looking to that, and we can, yes, apply that for what we are doing or we plan to do. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you to be here. I love the session. I love the energy of you both, and the way how you have so much courage. And as well, like sometimes it can be sometimes really hard to take the ownership and say, do you know, I will do it. And yeah, nothing gonna stop me. Sometimes we can't, sometimes we are not okay to do it, and it's fine. We need to take care of ourselves. But if we can, and you could, guys, so then well done. And I'm really sure we see each other not only in the marketing community event, we're gonna see each other in the industry, because Dublin, Ireland is so small. And now you're here as a guest, so maybe tomorrow another time I be the guest, or we never know. So thank you so much, thank you for your time. See you, and yeah,
Thank you.
conversation. Bye, thank you.
You.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was brilliant. Let me see here. It was really good, and I love the way how sometimes we can simplify some complex points. And I have my own thoughts here that I'd like to share before we close completely the topic, because we're going to go for the news and then for the draw as well. Let me just share again here my screen. And yeah, here. Yeah, perfect. Let me go here. Good. Yeah. let's see if I can. Yeah. So I, it's like something I want to leave you with tonight. I put here this lovely phrase: you don't have to feel ready, you just have to show up. So that is exactly what they did. So one of the things we hear most in this community is, I am not ready yet. And I need one more course, one more certificate, one more year of experience. And what Zahin and Radhika showed us tonight is that that moment of feeling ready rarely comes on its own. So, what should you actually considering before applying? So, are you meeting around 60 or 70% of what the job asks for? That is enough to apply. Sometimes 50% is enough to apply. You don't need to tick every single box. And are you feeling a little scared? Good. That usually means the role actually matters to you. And believe me, like, it doesn't matter how many years you have in the industry of experience, you still with the feeling, because I still have the feeling. So, and for many of us here, the visa clock is real. Time is not just emotional, it's practical. So use that clarity to decide what are you gonna do. Like, so try being practical as well, because if you don't have the time, you need to make a decision. If you think your English is not good enough, as I thought, so let the market tell you that, not you. Let the recruiter tell you that. The let the hiring manager tell you that. And let me just stop now this presentation because I want to talk to you. Yeah. Yes, perfect. So then let the recruiter, let the hiring manager tell you that. It's not you. It's not you that have to say, okay, no, my English is not good enough, or no, I'm not good enough. Try, because maybe, probably, you be extremely surprised. And do not disqualify yourself before you even try. And if you feel your experience is not enough, create your own. So, and when I say create your own, is build a project, create a portfolio, write about marketing on LinkedIn, show what you can do. The next interview will be better because of it. Now, it is easy. No, I'm not telling you that would be easy, because it is not. So rejections will come. It's a fact. Try not to take them personally, as Radhika was saying. So everyone here is going through the same process. You are not alone. Use every application, every interview, every no as a chance to learn and get better. And one last thing: your value is not defined by your job. And I'm telling you that now, but it's something that I have to repeat for myself, because I'm anxious. And then for a long time in my life, I was only focused in work. So, work, it's just one part of who you are. Make time for the other part too: your relationships, your health. And I'm not telling you to spend a fortune to go to doctors, or to go to, like Pilates, or no, like I'm doing yoga online on YouTube. So I'm spending €0. Sometimes, of course, I'm going for a retreat because I love that. But there are always a way to take care of yourself. Even sometimes just going for a walk, and prioritize your walk, because sometimes we think we are too busy and we don't have time to rest, and it's not good. Before, if you all you do is chase the next opportunity without taking care of yourself, it will catch up with you and won't be good. So you will never feel 100% ready. Never. But you can be prepared enough to show up and let someone see your value. That is what tonight was about. Thank you both, Zahin and Radhika, and thank you all for being here. So let me come back with my presentation because now I will show. Yeah, let's go for that next part. And now I go quick. So see you there. We're gonna have plenty of events. So we're gonna have our hiking too, actually, and it's free. It's a free event. So let's enjoy. Let's see if I can catch her. So I don't know if I can. Oh, she will more, and she will be with us. Lulu will be there in our hiking, isn't it? You're gonna walk with us. Walk with all of us. She's not in mood now, so we're gonna have Lulu, my cat, there as well with us, as you can see here. And then we have as well another event that's gonna be wine, painting, and marketing. So if you want like a fancy night with other marketing professionals and people in communication, please go there because tickets are limited. Let's go now. Next workshops. This is for our pro member session. Don't worry, you don't every single member to be part of the community is free, but if you want to be part of a select group called pro members, we have every single month 2 workshops, and then the next one are going to be marketing automation, Zapier, and make for marketing workflows, and then Google Ads, create campaigns, ads step by step. It's always good to have the Google Ads. Everybody loves that. And as well, we're going to start having some meetings only with the pro members. So, and about our community updates. So well done, Bruna. So I posted yesterday, I think, or was today, I don't know, in our WhatsApp group. So Bruna started a new rule. So congrats. We have Gabriela as well, that she completed the Vitex AI Studio with Google Cloud certification. So congrats, well done. And Miren, so she was involved in the Tech Founders Summit and helped some of our members to work as a volunteer at the event. Miren definitely is a great connection if you want to work as a volunteer. So please remember that she can talk to you. And I can see here, oh nice, I didn't see the comments here, but we have Fabrizio saying here, well done, Zahin and Radhika, very interesting, motivating others to not be afraid and apply for that position that could be for you. Thanks so much, Talita, to remember me. Thanks, Fabrizio, really nice to see you here. Miren, see you at the Wine and Paint and Marketing. Yes, see you, and well done, Miren. You help a lot of members and as well the community. So, and well done for all your the time that you spend with those events is extremely nice. Let me go for the next one. And now let's see who will be the winner. Okay, so let me organize now here. It'll be extremely quick. So before we wrap up, we have something for one lucky member tonight. So everyone who registered through our form is in the draw for €20 Butler gift card. Let me pull up the winner right now. Only so you know, I'm using random.org, a true random number generator, so live here, so you can all see it's completely fair. So each person who registered has a unique number ID. Let me show it to you. It's here, and then I try to keep the data safe. Let me change the way how I'm here. Yeah, only to protect the data from the members. Oh God. Okay. Let me just stop here, and then will protect first the data from the members, and then I'm gonna show now. Let me go to the form. So nice, we had a good number of people. Let me make that really big, and then nobody can see nobody can see the name. Only so you know, it's because I don't want to show the emails. Now, are you gonna show again? Yeah, can you see it here? This is the form for the join us, and then every single person, as you can see here, there are the few names. Look, Mira, in your name here. So everybody has submission ID. The ID is unique. So then let's go for the last ID, and then I grab the last ID that it is. People start applying, filling this form 2nd of May, so a month ago. So then, okay, let me open the org random org. Yeah, here. So we start from the number 1131. Let me stop here. And then we end up with the number 1218. 1000. Yes. Let's generate now. So let me make that big, and everybody can see it's real. 1192. Let's see if we have 1192. 1192. Well, no, there are one gap here. No 1192. So then let's go again. 1174. 1174. Yeah, we have here. And the name of the member, let's see if we can put that here. Yeah. 11, what is the number? 1174. Let me go here to the next slide. 1194. What is the name of the person? 1194. Oh, jeez, I forgot the number. 1174. Alini. So we have here Alini details, Alini LinkedIn, and Alini email. So then we're gonna talk to Alini. So congrats, Alini. Congratulations, you're gonna receive the gift card online, and then you can spend this using whatever butlers you want. So I will come back here only to finish this presentation. Hello. Where's present? Strange. Anyway, so we have here this this month reflection. We're gonna be this phrase from Brené Brown. I loved. You can doing a research on YouTube. There are one TED Talk from her. It's really, really, really good, and I extremely recommend this book. I have read that book twice. It was really good for me, for myself. She talks about the growth mindset and the gift of imperfection. So the book that I read called, I think, was The Gift to Be Imperfect, something like that. But anyway, this is the book, The Gift of Imperfection. You can choose courage or you can choose comfort, but you cannot have both. Well, maybe sometimes in life you can have both. I don't know. But what I know it is, this phrase I think is really impactful, and it's a lot about some decision that we have to make when we moving for a different country. So I think this is a good phrase for you to think about, and I extremely recommend that book. I really, really like she is great, brilliant, and then you can do a quick research and see her TED talk. It's really good. I extremely recommend that to you. And let me see here. Yeah, so if you want to be our next community guest, please just scan this QR code here, and then we'll be really happy to have you. And we are closing our session. So thank you so much to be with us tonight. And I'm so happy that Aline, she has the butler gift. So I definitely do like that because I quite addictive to coffee now. Jeez. But you can have chocolate if you want, or chocolate and coffee. It's up to you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening and see you guys in all our events. The hikings, the wine. We have our picnic as well, 18th of July, I think. So see you and have a lovely evening and enjoy the weather.